Assalamualaikum dear students, hope you are fine. Our today's topic for discussion is essay writing. Dear students, an essay is defined as a short piece of writing that expresses information as well as the writer's opinion. An essay is defined as a short piece of writing that expresses information as well as the writer's opinion. 7 steps for writing an essay. Dear students, for some, writing an essay is as simple as sitting down and begin to write, but a lot more planning goes into writing an essay successfully. If we struggle with writing and want to improve our skills, it is a good idea to follow a number of important steps in the essay writing process. For example, to write an essay, we should generally decide what kind of essay to write. Brainstorm our topic, research the topic, develop a thesis, outline our essay, write our essay, and the last seventh one, that is edit our writing to check spelling and grammar. These were the 7 steps. Now let's explain one by one. While this sounds like a lot of steps to write a simple essay, if we follow them, we will be able to write more successful, clear and cohesive essays. Now, number first, choose the type of essay. Decide what kind of essay we want to write. Choose the type of essay. The first step to writing an essay is to define what type of essay we are writing. There are 4 main categories into which essays can be grouped. Number first, narrative essay. Tell a story or impart information about our subject in a straightforward. Tell a story or impart information about our subject in a straightforward, orderly manner like in a story. Number second is persuasive essay. Convince the reader about some point of view. Number third, expository essay. Explain to the reader how to do a given process. We could, for example, write an expository essay with step-by-step instructions on how to make a peanut butter sandwich. Descriptive essay. Focus on the details of what is going on. For example, if we want to write a descriptive essay about our trip to the park, we should give great deal about what we experienced, how the grass felt beneath our feet, what the park benches looked like, and anything else the reader would need to feel as if he were there. Knowing what kind of essay we are trying to write can help we decide on a topic and structure our essay in the best way possible. Here are a few other types of essays. Argumentative essay. Take a position on a controversial issue and present evidence in favor of our position. Take a position on a controversial issue and present evidence in favor of our position. Compare and contrast essay. Identify similarities and differences between two subjects that are typically under the same umbrella. And the next one is problem solution essay. Describe a problem, convince the reader to care about the problem, propose a solution, and be prepared to dismantle objections. Now brainstorm. This is second step. Brainstorm. We cannot write an essay unless we have an idea of what to write about. Brainstorming is the process in which we come up with the essay topic. We need to simply sit and think of ideas during this phase. Number first, write down everything that comes to mind, as we can always narrow those points down later. Write down everything that comes into mind, as we can always narrow those topics down later. Number second, use clustering or mind mapping to brainstorm and come up with an essay idea. This involves writing our topic or idea in the center of the paper and creating bubbles, clouds, or clusters of related ideas around it. Number third, brainstorming can be a great way to develop a topic more deeply and to recognize connections between various facets of our topic. Once we have a list of possible topics, it's time to choose the best one that will answer the question posed for our essay. We want to choose a topic that is neither too broad nor too narrow. If we are given an assignment to write a one-page essay, it would be far too much to write about the history of the US, since that could fill entire volumes of books. Instead, we could write about a specific event within the history of the United States, perhaps signing the Declaration of Independence or when Columbus discovered the Americas. Choose the best topic idea from among our list and begin moving forward on writing our essay. But before we moved forward, take heed of these topics to avoid. Now research the topic. Third point. Once we have done our brainstorming and choose our topic, we may need to do some research to write a good essay. Go to the library for information about our topic. Interview people who might be experts in the subject. Keep our research organized so it will be easy for we to refer back. This will also make it easier to cite our sources when writing our final essay. Now develop a thesis on these statements is the main point of our essay. Develop a thesis. Our thesis statement is the main point of our essay. It is essentially one sentence that says that essay is about. For example, our thesis statement might be pleasuring of reading. We can then use this as the basic premises to write our entire essay, remembering that all of the different points throughout need to lead back to this one mode thesis. We should usually state our thesis in our introductory paragraph. The thesis statement should be broad enough that we have enough to say about it, but not broad that we cannot be thorough. To help, we structured a perfectly clear thesis. Check out these statement examples. Now outline our essay. The next step is to outline that we are going to write about. This means we want to essentially draw the skeleton of our paper. Writing an outline can help to ensure our paper is logical. Writing an outline can help to ensure our paper is logical, well organized, and flows properly. If we have been tasked with an argument essay, here is the best formula for an argument essay outline. Start by writing the thesis statement at the top and then write a topic sentence for each paragraph below that. This means that we should know exactly that each of our paragraphs is going to be about before we write them. Don't jumble too many ideas in each paragraph or the reader may become confused. Ensure we have transitions between paragraphs so that The reader understands how the paper flows from one idea to the next. Fill in the supporting facts from our research under each paragraph. Make sure each paragraph lies ties back to our thesis and creates a cohesive, understandable essay. Now, writing an essay. Once we have an outline, it's time to start writing. Write based on the outline itself, fleshing out our basic skeleton to create a whole cohesive and clear essay. We will want to edit and re-edit, read our essay, checking to make sure it sounds exactly the way we want it to. Here are some things to remember, revise for clarity, consistency, and structure. Support our thesis adequately with the information in our paragraph. Each paragraph should have its own topic sentence. This is the most important sentence in the paragraph that tells readers what the rest of the paragraph will be about. Make sure everything flows together. As we move through the essay, transition words will be paramount. Transition words are the glue that connects every paragraph together and prevents the essay from sounding disjoint. Read our introduction and conclusion. Will the reader walk away knowing exactly what our page was about? Now, check spelling and grammar. Now, the essay is written, but we are not quite done. Reread that we have written, looking out for mistakes and and typos. Revise for technical errors. Check for grammar, punctuation, and spelling errors. We cannot always count on spell check to recognize every spelling error. Sometimes we can spell a word incorrectly, but our misspelling will also be a word such as spelling from as form. Another common area of concern is quotation mark. It's important to cite our sentence with accuracy and clarity. Follow these guidelines on how to use quotes in essays and speeches. We might also want to consider the difference between quoting, paragraphing, uh, paraphrasing, and summarizing. Quoting is reserved for lines of text that are identical to an